Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Global Freedom Conversations Live. And happy and blessed Monday for those who are on Monday, happy and blessed Tuesday for those who are on Tuesday, and happy beginning of the month of June. So let's find out what is our topic for today.
Welcome to Global Freedom Conversations Live. Our topic for today is across borders, safe, same growth, what connects people pursuing personal development around the world.
Thank you, Isabel. So that's what we're going to be talking today. But before we dive into our topic, let us introduce ourselves. So, hi, everyone. My name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but currently residing in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Hello, my name is Patsy. I am a mother of four and grandmother to nine. And originally, I came from Brunei. Now I'm residing in Edmonton, Alberta, and I am a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Hello everyone, my name is Daxi. I'm from originally Iloilo, Philippines. I'm live now in Surrey, Canada, and I'm prior for that I'm an RN before in Philippines and 12 years in Saudi Arabia, and now I'm doing healthcare here in BC and a proud business owner in BC.
Hi there, I'm Falak, residing in Indiana, USA, with my three kids. By profession, I'm an educator, and uh, part time, I'm working as a retail operations professional, plus a proud digital business owner as well. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Anna Toure. I'm originally from Senegal, West Africa. Currently living here in North Carolina. I'm a stay-at-home mom of three and a proud digital business owner. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Connie. I'm originally from the Philippines and now residing here in British Columbia, Canada. I'm a wife, stepmom, grandma, great ma, and a proud digital business owner. Thank you.
Hola, hola. Good morning. My name is Isabel. I am originally from Mexico, now residing in North Carolina. I am a mother, a grandmother, a former educational assistant, and I'm a proud digital business owner.
Hello, hello everyone. My name is Maimuna Bari. I'm originally from West Africa, Sierra Leone, living in Indianapolis, USA. I am a wife, a mom, and healthcare worker, and a proud digital business owner and mentor. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. So let's dive into our topic for today.
Today's topic is Global Freedom Conversation, episode 42. Across borders, same growth. What connects people pursuing personal development around the world? Over to you, Sandy.
Thank you, Falak. So welcome everyone to another episode of Global Freedom Conversations Live. So today we're talking about something that unites people across borders, cultures, and backgrounds, and that is growth. So whether someone lives in Canada, the United States, the United Kingdom, Australia, Asia, Africa, Europe, or Latin America, many people are asking similar questions, and that is, how can I grow? How can I improve? How can I create a better future? So, today we'll explore 7 characteristics that we often see among people who are actively pursuing personal development around the world. And for that, we're going to be talking about the following points.
Today's point is number 1, growth-oriented people stay curious. 2, they understand that learning never stops. 3, they embrace discomfort as part of growth. 4, they focus on progress rather than perfection. 5, they value community and relationships. 6, they take responsibility for their future. And the last one, they understand that growth is a journey, not a destination. Back to you, Sandy.
Thank you, Connie. So, yeah, so let's start with our first point.
Thank you, Connie. Thank you, Sandy. So the first point today is growth-oriented people stay curious. I have a question for you guys who are watching. Thank you for watching us. Have you ever noticed that the people who continue growing in life are usually the ones who never stop learning? They ask questions, they explore new ideas, they stay open to different perspectives. Curiosity isn't about having all the answers. It's about being willing to learn something new. For a long time, I believed growth came from knowing more, but I discovered that growth often comes from being willing to learn more. The moment we think we know everything, we stop growing. The moment we become curious again, new possibilities begin to appear. Whether it's learning a new skill, exploring different approach, or simply listening with an open mind, curiosity creates space for growth. Every new chapter begins with a question. What if I learn something new today? Growth often begins with curiosity. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. So, Anna just talked about growth oriented people stay curious. Those people that are curious, they usually have questions. They usually want to know why. So that's when you see, people are growing because they're learning more and more. Just like Anna mentioned, when you stop, learning, your growth stops because you're staying with the same knowledge. You're not keep growing and learning, getting new knowledge. So that's why we say growth oriented people stay curious because they always wanted to learn more and ask questions. All right, so let's move on to our second point.
I'll be talking about they understand that learning never stops. I'm going to start with a factual thing. A fact is, in a rapid changing world, continuous learning is no longer optional. It is essential for sustained personal and professional growth. New technologies involving industries and emerging opportunities require individuals to remain adaptable and formed thinking. Those who embrace lifetime learning develop the knowledge, skills, and confidence needing to navigate change and stay relevant in an increasing competitive environment. So my takeaway today is the greatest return on investment comes from continuously investing in yourself. Thank you.
Thank you, Falak. Yeah, so Falak just talk about they understand that learning never stop. And just like Falak just mentioned, the value investment is actually in you, investing in yourself, in keep learning, keep growing, And thanks to the technology today, you're able to get that knowledge more. And you have to adapt, because industries change and the skills evolve. So learning never stops. That's part of keep evolving and keep growing. All right, so let's move on to the next point.
The next point is point three. They embrace discomfort as part of growth. And one thing I have learned is that growth isn't always comfortable. In fact, some of the most growth happens when we are willing to step outside what is familiar. Most of us enjoy routines because they feel safe. We know what to expect and there is comfort in that. But if we stay in the same place doing the same things, it's difficult to create different results. Think about any new skill you have ever learned, whether it was speaking in front of people, using technology, starting a business, or taking a new responsibility. It probably felt awkward at first. That's because learning something new often comes with uncertainty. We don't have all the answers. We might make mistakes. We might doubt ourselves. That's not a sign that something is wrong. It's often a sign that we are growing. The truth is, growth rarely happens inside our comfort zone. It happens when we're willing to take the small steps forward, the fear, uncertainty, or discomfort. So, if you are facing a challenge right now, or if you are learning something that feels difficult, don't be discouraged. Instead, see it as evidence you are stretching, learning, and becoming more than you were yesterday. Because discomfort is not always something to avoid. Very often, discomfort is a sign that growth is taking place. Thank you.
Thank you, Patsy. So Patsy just talked about they embrace discomfort as part of growth. So just like Patsy mentioned, um, many times when we feel, uncomfortable on doing something is, because we don't know, and we might make mistakes just like Patsy made, but that's part of the learning curve, that's part of growing. So um, it's okay if you don't have all the answers. It's okay, if you made mistakes because that is allowing you to learn new things, to learn new skills, to learn new knowledge, to learn from what the mistake was. So that's part of the growth. So just embrace it. So that's for that point. And now let's go to the next one.
Okay, point number 4, they focus on progress rather than perfection. So yeah, a lot of people don't start because they are waiting for the perfect time. They want everything to be ready. The perfect plant, the perfect skills, the perfect moment. But the truth is there is no perfect time. Growth, if you keep waiting, you delay your own growth. Growth-oriented people understand something different. They know that progress, even small progress, is what actually move your life forward. Let me give you an example. If you improve just a little bit every day, your mindset, your habit, your action over time, that add up to big result. That is what we call compounding progress. Just like money, growth with interest, your effort, growth with consistency. So instead of asking yourself, it is perfect, start asking, is this moving me forward? Because done is always better than perfect. And here is my key takeaway. Progress compound over time. So take this step, start where you are, even if it is messy, even if it is uncomfortable, just start. Because every small step you take today is building the result you will see tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Maimuna. So Maimuna just talked about they focus on progress rather than perfection, just like Maimuna mentioned. Many times, we delay things because we want it to be perfect, but that actually slows you down. So instead, focus on those small consistent improvement, that creates that progress compound over time. So that will move you. So focus on the progress and not on the perfection. So let's go to the next point, sorry.
So the next one, they value community and relationships. One thing I truly appreciate in my own journey is realizing how important our global community our global community, and my personal growth. When I started my online business in my early 50s, I was learning something completely new while also being a full time caregiver for my husband. There were moments of doubt, of course, fear, and uncertainty. And honestly, trying to grow alone can feel overwhelming. But being connected to a supportive global community made a big difference for me. Through mentorship, trainings, group lives like this, and conversation, I realized that growth become easier when people encourage one another, share experiences, and learn together. Study shows that supportive relationships and positive communities can increase motivation, confidence, accountability, and even emotional well being. I think that's why communities matter so much in today's world. We may come from different countries and backgrounds, but many of us are pursuing the same things: growth, purpose, flexibility, and of course, a better future. So, my takeaway is this: we often become stronger, more confident, and more resilient when we surround ourselves with people who inspire us to keep growing. Thank you.
Thank you, Connie. So yeah, so Connie just talk about the value, community, and relationships. So just like Connie mentioned, when you start to doing alone, it feels really overwhelming, and you don't get that support from anybody because you're on your own. But when you're surrounded with a community that supports you, that motivates you, and like Connie mentioned, many times, they're from different cultures, different backgrounds, but they all have the same uh, mindset, the same goal, that makes a difference in you because you feel inspired, you feel supported, and you learn from each other. So that's why the a lot of people they value community because they know they're not alone. They're people that are there to support them, to inspire them, and they're alone with them along their journey. So let's move on to the next point.
Hello, everyone. So, my topic today is they take responsibility for their future. One thing I learned throughout my journey from being a nurse in Philippines, working in Saudi Arabia for 12 years, moving to Canada, and now building a business alongside my healthcare career is that meaningful changes begins when we take responsibility for our future. Research shows that people who focus on what they can control tend to be more resilient and successful than those who focus only on their circumstances. We may not control everything that happens to us, but we can control our attitude, our actions, and the choices we make every day. When I found this community and this online business, no one forced me to take an action. I made the decision to learn, grow, and step outside my comfort zone. The support, mentorships, and community were there, but I still had to take responsibility for my own growth. The same is true in life. Our future is not built overnight, it is shaped by the small choices we make every day. So, guys, this my takeaway from all of you. The future is often shaped by the choices we make today. Take ownership of your journey because no one can create your future better than you can. Thank you.
Thank you, Daxi. So Daxi just talk about they take responsibility for their future. So just like Daxi mentioned, um, the future, is often shaped by the choices we make today. um, we have to focus on the things that we can control and not the things that we cannot control, and at the same time, take ownership of our decisions. So um, our decisions and of our actions, so that's part of being taking that responsibility of what we made, what are the actions that we take, what are the decisions that we do that will reflect how our future will be. So we have to think about it, what are the decisions that we're going to take, and take responsibility for those, and make changes, and focus on the things that you can control, because many things we focus on the things that we can control, but just focus on what you can control. So let's go into the next point.
Okay. They understand that growth is a journey, not a destination. And for a long time, I believed that one day I would finally arrive. And I thought there would be a point where I would have all the answers, all the confidence, and everything figured out. But my journey has taught me something very different. Growth is not a destination you reach all at once, it's a lifetime journey. As an immigrant mother and someone who reinvented herself after working over 20 years in the corporate world, I have learned that every new level brings new lessons, new challenges, and new opportunities to grow. When I first started, I wanted confidence. Then I realized confidence came through action. Later, I wanted new skills. Then I discovered there was always more to learn. And that's the beauty of growth. The goal isn't perfection, the goal is progress. The most fulfilled people aren't the ones who have everything figured out. They are the ones who continue learning, adapting, and becoming better versions of themselves year after year. Today, I don't focus on being perfect, I focus on growing, because every lesson, every challenge, and every step forward is helping me become the person I'm capable of becoming. Thank you.
Thank you, Isabel. So yes, Isabel just talked about they understand the growth is a journey and not a destination. Just like Isabel mentioned, it's not about uh, having a finish line or reach that finish line, because really the reality is, we're always learning, and every time that we learn something, there is growth. So really growth never stops as long as we continue learning. So that's the point of this. For personal growth is not about becoming perfect, so don't try to be perfect. It's about becoming a better version than you were yesterday. We also have a comment here from Isabel. She say, personal growth is not about becoming perfect. It's about becoming a little stronger, wiser, and better than you were yesterday. There you go. Okay, so what is our key takeaway for this topic?
Sorry, I was muted. So, our key takeaway are one of the most inspiring things about personal development is realizing that people all around the world are striving towards similar goals. Different countries, different culture, different life experiences. Yet, many of us share the same desire to learn, grow, contribute, and create a better future. Growth is not limited by geography. It begins with a decision to keep learning, a decision to keep improving, and a decision to keep moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. So yeah, so um, I want to say thank you, everyone, for joining us today. And as we discussed today, growth minded people often share common characteristics, and those are curiosity, lifelong learning, courage to embrace discomfort, progress over perfection, community, personal responsibility, and understanding that growth is a lifelong journey. So it's not a one time thing, it's a continuous journey. So let's find out what is our message for the audience.
Okay. The message for the audience is, are you reflect on today construction? Ask yourself, which of these seven growth characteristics would you like to strengthen most during the next year? Growth doesn't happen overnight. It happens one decision at a time. Thank you.
Thank you, Maimuna. So now let's find out what is our topic for next Monday.
Okay, next Monday we will be coming back with episode 43, why more people are choosing growth over comfort in today's changing world.
Yes. Thank you, Isabel. So that's our topic for next Monday. So it's a conversation about mindset, adaptability, resilience, and why stepping outside our comfort zone often creates new possibilities for our future. So there you go. We have arrived to the end of our live. So we want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today. For those catching the replay, thank you so much. And to our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content. So we'll see you again next Monday with with the topic that we just mentioned. And we want to wish everyone a happy and blessed Monday and Tuesday, wherever you are in the world. Um, Thank you again, and we'll see you another episode of the Global Freedom Conversations Live. Thank you, everyone. God bless you all, and thank you for watching.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.